Everything you need to know about the Pinocchio Souls-like game called Lies of P. That's not something we ever expected to see, but it is a game we'll all be playing soon. Over the past year, we've gotten occasional glimpses at a game called Lies of P that looks and plays a lot like a Dark Souls title. Now that we've seen lots of gameplay in action, excitement is at an all-time high. Can this unique take on a classic tale live up to the quality of Disney's movie or From Software's Souls games? Lies of P is a challenging action game with a unique lie system where what you do and say as the main character dynamically affects gameplay. The game's story is a unique, darker twist on the classic story of Pinocchio. NeoWiz and Round 8 Studio announced a new game based on the classic children's story character Pinocchio. Lies of P takes place in a twisted version of the Pinocchio world where automatons have overrun the fictional city of Krat. Pinocchio must find Mr. Geppetto to reverse the city's ill fortunes and overcome the killer puppets to save Krat from the ruin it finds itself in. The accompanying trailer showcases the gameplay and atmosphere of Lies of P, which is extremely Dark Souls in nature and substance. The city itself feels like Yharnam from Bloodborne, and Pinocchio himself uses a variety of weapons to take on different flavors of automaton enemy. Pinocchio also uses what looks like magic while exploring the dark streets of Krat and uses a mechanical arm to equip different skills. More intriguing is the claim that the game will feature profound narrative choices, which could be interesting if they extend past what ending you get. And the game is being billed as an RPG, so hopefully we see some wildly diverging builds in how you can build up Pinocchio. Round 8 Studio is full of no shortage of game dev talent, with veterans of Monster Hunter World on the team whose first game was Bless Unleashed. And the trailer, which includes pre-alpha gameplay, already looks incredibly polished. It will be interesting to see what Lies of P adds to the already crowded genre. Currently, Lies of P does not have a release date. Its Steam page lists TBA when it comes to a release window, but a November 2021 gameplay video does confirm that the game is in an alpha state of development. Don't expect Lies of P to launch until late 2022 or 2023. What is the Lies of P story? While most are familiar with Pinocchio through Disney's kid-friendly 1940 film, the novel it's based on is a lot more mature. Lies of P leans into those aspects of Carlo Collodi's The Adventures of Pinocchio a lot more. The game takes place in the city of Krat where humanity has disappeared, and more ghoulish creatures are left behind. Throughout the game, players will discover what happened to this Dark Belle Epoque world, as they search for Mr. Geppetto. In a press release, development director Ji-won Choi delved more into his vision for the story. Lies of P is the culmination of our dreams and our nightmares. It's definitely a version of this classic story that you've never seen before, he says. To us, Pinocchio has always been a grimly dark tale of the lies we tell to get by in a world that's not always black and white. The press release also teased that players will have to make many choices that can have a profound impact on Lies of P's narrative. Expect this to be a much grimmer but replayable take on the original Pinocchio story. We also haven't seen Pinocchio's face yet, so that's bound to be surprising. From what we've seen, Lies of P appears to be a pretty traditional Souls-like title. That means you'll be methodically attacking, dodging, and countering attacks from enemies that can take you out rather quickly. Players can upgrade Pinocchio's mechanical arm to give the player unique skills like a grappling hook. Lies of P's developers have also teased a system where players can lie to become more human and gain certain buffs and debuffs in the process, though we've yet to see it in action. The more you lie, the more human you become, with all the advantages and disadvantages that it entails. Profound narrative choices and deeply customizable character progression round out the RPG features in Lies of P. If you aren't from South Korea, you might not have heard about the teams behind Lies of P before. The game is being developed by Round 8 Studio, creators of Bless Unleashed. While the team's experience seems to be with MMOs, Lies of P looks like it will be a much more linear single-play experience. The game's publisher is NeoWiz, who rose to prominence for helping EA create games like FIFA Online and Battlefield Online for Eastern markets. Recently, the publisher has released more games in North America, like Skull, The Hero Slayer and Dandy Ace. Lies of P will undoubtedly be its most notable game in the West yet. So this is what we know about the upcoming Souls-like game, called Lies of P. So what's your thoughts on this upcoming game? Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content updates. As always, thank you for watching.